Good evening, everyone. My name is Austin Ellard, and I'm a finalist for the upcoming appointed school board. Very thankful to be chosen by the steering committee. Very happy to be here. It means a lot to be one of the finalists, and excited to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. Austin, please describe the role of a local school board member as you understand it, and why do you think that you're the best person to fill this position?
The role of a local school board member, it's multifaceted. It is to fervently serve the needs of all stakeholders, including students, teachers, support staff, administrators, parents, grandparents, and all other members of this community who, like me, also have a deeply vested interest in our district. We serve as stewards to our community to advocate for excellent public education here in Pell City. The school board member helps set the vision and roadmap for the district, enables and interprets policies that guide the daily operations of our schools, ensures accountability through oversight of the superintendent, the budget, and student achievement. Being a school board member also means investing time and energy in our students, educators, and families' needs by making informed decisions that support all those involved. Ultimately, it's the responsibility of the school board member to work collaboratively, provide exceptional leadership to the community through education, and to make Pell City a school system that families look forward to sending their children to for many years to come. I feel that I'm the best candidate for this position because I and my family are deeply rooted in the Pell City community. My family's commitment to academic excellence, my vested interest in my daughter's education, and my work in this community as an assistant district attorney all combine together to make me uniquely qualified to be a school board member. I grew up with both of my parents working as educators, with both of them actually teaching here in the Pell City School District during their careers. And they actually both taught at one point in time at Pell City High School. Because I have this experience, I can honestly say that I know what teachers and support staff go through and what their daily lives include. Because our daughter, Emma, attends one of our wonderful elementary schools, I can truly say that I have a vested interest in this school system. I want her and every other young person in the district here to have every available opportunity to succeed. Lastly, I feel that my experience as an ADA has taught me the importance and responsibility of safeguarding and protecting our community. I'm faced on almost a daily basis with making vital and timely decisions that certainly impact the well-being of this community. With this foundation in mind, I believe I'm well equipped to translate this collaborative, community-focused effort into the school. I will make it my mission to cultivate a safe learning environment where all our children and employees alike can thrive and realize their full potential.
Thank you. What are the most significant issues our school district is currently facing, and how will you propose the district address these challenges?
Yeah, this is a very important question. There are many challenges the school system is facing, from bridging learning gaps due to COVID, teacher recruitment and retention, and the booming growth Pell City is seeing and preparing for. There are definitely challenges the Board of Education must address in a timely manner. The first major area I'd like to talk about is growth. I believe right now we have about 4,152 students across 8 different schools here in the district. And let's be honest, real estate is booming. Our town is growing at an unprecedented rate. Many of our schools, while many have received building updates, new facilities, and programs, all of which should be celebrated. However, there are other schools in the district that are in severe disrepair. Classroom sizes are too small to accommodate 23 plus students, and many educators have no storage whatsoever in their classrooms. The school board must be proactive in coming up with solutions to accommodate the rapidly growing student population. to be successful, we have to be able to successfully navigate proper long-term planning, prioritizing funding, resource allotment, requisition, and infrastructure in order to ensure that our district is not only ready to grow, but rather prepared to thrive and lead the way. When a family is considering a move, statistically, the second question they normally will ask about buying a potential home is unequivocally, well, what about the schools? What about the parks? How are the schools? What's the school system like? We must work together to make Pell City a town where families move for the schools, for the family, and for the educational opportunities that we provide. The second topic under question 2, recruiting and retaining teachers. Our district must be able to recruit highly qualified teachers as they are on the front lines of our children's education. Our teachers are in the trenches day in and day out. However, it is equally important that we are also able to retain great teachers. I believe we accomplish this by collaboration and open communication. I truly believe that the board needs to look at raises, with many teachers forced to have second, some maybe even third jobs. We need to try to do what we can to pay our teachers more. Substitute teachers make less than poverty wages. Teachers are also receiving and obtaining advanced degrees in order to keep up with their students' learning needs. These accomplishments, endorsements, and accolades will absolutely be celebrated and compensated correctly. The next topic under question 2, communication. Many parents across the system do not feel as if their thoughts and concerns are being heard. Parents have every right to know what is going on at their child's school. In order for this next board to regain the trust of many in the community, we must have a way for everyone to communicate more effectively. This could be through community outreach programs such as town hall meetings, conducting surveys, attending events outside of school board meetings even. Once parents, teachers, students, and everyone involved in our district feels valued and heard, I believe trust is easily cultivated. And the last topic under question 2, building maintenance and also constructing new schools. There have been so many wonderful new additions to our school system over the last few years, which certainly make our system much more desirable. However, I believe that our district is in dire need of a full-time daycare to serve the children of our school employees. In Alabama alone, child care for one child averages about $18,000 a year. Having a daycare facility for our district employees, for their children, would be a huge incentive for incredible educators to come share their talents with us, and an amazing way to retain great teachers that are already here, since the price of child care could be greatly alleviated or possibly made free of cost. I also believe that there needs to be a full-time business management teacher or supervisor at Pell City High School. Currently, the teacher that is assigned this role has a very full caseload, and the work-based learning program is suffering because of it.
Okay, thank you. The Alabama State Department of Education scored Pell City schools in 80 in 2022, in 81 in 2023, and in 83 in 2024. What are your thoughts on this trend and in the trajectory of the school system overall?
Well, I believe we all recognize that our school has been experiencing an upward trend in our State Board of Education scores over the past few years. However, I do not think that our community should become complacent or content with the score in the low 80s. I just don't think that's good enough. I feel that we should set goals of academic excellence, and we should not be content until our average score climbs well into the 90s and we're able to consistently keep it there year in and year out. I want our district to compete with our rivals around us academically in the classroom, just as seriously as we would on the football field or the basketball court. I would like to see our system ensure we prioritize our academics while at the same time pursuing excellence in athletics and in other extracurricular activities. I believe a balanced approach such as this will help produce well-rounded students who take pride in accomplishment in different activities, but also know academic excellence is paramount. With this core attitude in place, in the long run, we will start hearing about other schools emulating us and our success both inside and outside the classroom.
Thank you. Committee members, does anyone have any follow-up questions?
I do.
Jeff?
Austin, in your application, you stated that you'd like to invest in some mental health resources for the school system. And since you work in the DA's office, who better to ask what type of mental health resources would our school system need?
Well, that's a good question. I know I've also worked with our mental health court system here with the circuit courts. I'd like to see whether it's initiated through a teacher, a counselor, maybe even an SRO at the school. I'd like to, I guess number one, identify students that have mental health issues, and there's different ways you can go about once you identify what those issues are, trying to treat it, whether it's medication, therapy, counseling, and just kind of maybe identifying the root cause. I think that's a big issue. I know with mental health court, Judge Wethington, when I used to work with him on that, we would try to identify root core causes of issues and try to go at it from that angle and try to, I would say, just maintain not a short-term but a long-term accountability environment where you can make sure that people are getting the help that they need and healing, and just trying to get parents, grandparents, maybe neighbors of the child in question involved to try to bring the community together to try to help children with those issues.
Anyone else on the committee has any additional questions? Okay. Austin, we have some alternate questions that you also provided. What is your perception of our school district's current working and learning environment? Do you have ideas on how to ensure and maintain a positive environment?
The culture and climate for student learning and working is currently mediocre at best. I cannot speak for all schools in the district. However, I believe that there are new challenges facing young learners today, such as smartphone usage, bullying, and mental health challenges. I'd love to see the board utilize resources on mental health evaluation, counseling, and mentorship to provide to improve our students' overall health. Teachers in the district are also working long hours outside of their contract times, working to acquire advanced degrees and endorsements to better serve their students, and shouldering often quite challenging behaviors in their classrooms, as well as their own family's needs. An educator or any staff member employed by the district should never be afraid or intimidated by being able to go and communicate and relate and discuss issues with any administrator or school board member. Instead, they should view these leaders as a vital tool or resource, one that can ultimately lead to an employee's success as well as longevity in their role as an employee of our district. I'd like to see several changes made as it pertains to student and teacher work environments. First, I would insist that the new board constantly listen and assess the needs of students and employees. This could be done through various climate surveys to identify concerns and also opportunities for growth. Next, the board must make it a priority to prioritize staff wellness and general morale. Some ideas include cultivating a culture of appreciation rather than one of micromanagement, offering mental health and stress resources, and providing consistent and meaningful professional development that actually values the teacher's professionalism and their time. Third, one of the biggest challenges facing schools today is behavior management. With classroom sizes often in the mid-20s for elementary age students, many with IEPs and 504s, it can become difficult, if not nearly impossible, to ensure every student is learning to their full potential. These problems are typically shouldered by the teachers and administrators who many times lack the proper tools to cultivate meaningful change. One way we as a board combat these problems is by implementing and consistently enforcing clear behavior expectations, as well as restorative discipline practices. Many of these procedures are outlined in our current code of conduct. Furthermore, staff should receive proper training on trauma-informed and culturally sensitive practices. Next, it is vital that our administrators are approachable, empathetic, fair, and in tune with their school building and culture. Administrators should always be visible and effective communicators. Principals and administrators should receive proper professional development to ensure they are abreast of the best practices and procedures that their students and teachers alike need to thrive. Principals, administrators, and employees of the central office should always foster two-way communication between leadership, schools, and families. Finally, this board must be prepared to be collaborative, intentional, and accountable in every decision that we make. We will do this by setting clear and consistent expectations for behavior from students, staff, and leadership. We will study the data, that is our staff turnover, homeschooling data, discipline referrals, and our school absenteeism to curb these problems we are seeing in the classrooms. A healthy environment for all is a product of intention, not quick Band-Aid fixes. It takes time, leadership buy-in, community involvement, and transparency in everything that we do.
Thank you so much. Austin, at this time, we would like to invite you to do a closing statement.
Well, again, I'm honored to be here. This community means a lot to my family and I. I grew up around here. I graduated from Pell City High School in 2004. And my wife and I are both Pell City graduates, and we probably never thought, we'll go to college and, we'll move on, we'll go somewhere else, but we both ended up coming back here. And, now we're raising our daughter here in this community that we grew up in. And to say that we're both heavily invested in this community would be an understatement. We care about this community. We want what's best for our district. We support, we're excited about this new superintendent, Dr. Burns, and we think he's going to do some great things. And I would be honored to be recommended by the steering committee to work with Dr. Burns and the other 4 members of our new appointed school board. And this community means a lot to my wife and I and my parents, and hopefully y'all feel the same about us. And if you put me on the new school board, I'll, from day one till the last day, I'll roll up my sleeves and I'll just, like I do at the DA's office, I'll show up, I'll go to work, and I will do everything I can to listen and to be patient and to try to make the best changes, the best policies, put everything in place that we need to do to make our school system everything that it can be, and also to make it the envy of other systems. Earlier I mentioned that I really want to see other people, other systems around us emulate what we're doing. And I really do, I would like to see that. I'd like to see other people asking, how can we replicate the academic and athletic success and the balance that they've struck at the Pell City school system. And I look forward to trying to make, all that a reality for our district. And again, thank you to the steering committee. Appreciate your time. And again, thank you for selecting me as a finalist. And I'm closed by just asking that you recommend my name to the City Council for to be included on the new appointed school board. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Austin, for your time and your dedication to our school system. This concludes your interview.